Exclamation, everybody, and welcome back to the LiveCraftMine server. I am in such a good mood right now. Things are happening. It is awesome. I feel great about all kinds of things. I have lots to talk about, and I have lots to do and catch you up on. First of all, you'll notice I have a new painting on my wall here, a new item frame, and that is a Efficiency 2 Oopsie. I might have just knocked a water bottle off the table here. It's empty though. That is a Efficiency 2 Unbreaking 2 pick, and it's literally, quite literally unbreaking because it has broken about 6 times and always come back to my inventory every time that it is broken. So I don't know if that's something wrong with the snapshot, with the that we're on, or what it is, but that boy is getting on the wall permanently now because that is unbreaking infinity right there. So that is the one thing. You see, my inventory is chock full of stuff. Actually, I wanted to drop off these arrows because I need a little bit of room for something else that happened. And this happened actually a while ago on a previous live stream. I just forgot to talk about it. I think I forgot to talk about it in my last episode here. But I found another dungeon, and I found some saddles, and I actually want to take a saddle because this will be for later. And another name tag, which I will also use a little bit later. And then just another music disc. And I feel like I told you guys about this, but I don't remember. So there it is. Plus I need to get the saddle anyway, so might as well just reiterate. Now, right now it is Tuesday night for me, and this is generally the night when I do my recordings, my YouTube recordings on here. And then Monday night and sometimes Sunday night, I do some live streaming from the LiveCraftMine server, and that is mostly the prep work. When I come on here, I tend to show you off in the first few minutes, things I've been working on off camera. I've been doing a lot of that off camera, quote unquote, work in live streams. So feel free to stop by and during a live stream or whatnot, or follow me on Twitch, and you'll get an email when I go live, and drop in and say hi from time to time. I get a few people who drop in. What I want to do is show off a little bit more of the city here, because good things have been happening. I was taking a tour around a little bit earlier. Yesterday, I mean. I was walking around just looking at things, and I wanted to bring everybody else up to speed here and some of the stuff that's really awesome that's going on here. This is apparently a flower shop. As you can see, all the prices there. And what I like about this is I like the look and feel of this. I don't know who built it. I wish I did, because I'd give them props if I knew who built it. But I just look at the look of this, like the clay, and this use of the acacia wood and whatnot. And it looks like perhaps one more pane of glass will be needed there. I'm not sure, but yeah, I really like how that looks. That's a really neat use of colors and contrasts and everything else, and the clay in the back as the backsplash. So that is cool. Whoever built that, quite awesome. 2 thumbs up. If I go this way now, what is this? This is Carrot Lane, and this is Workshop Street. All right. And I come over here, and we've got a horse buying horse market. This is by Mac the Rainbow, horse shop here. And this also looks pretty cool. Oh, this guy's got a name. Oh, Daisy. Sorry, I called you a guy. And what else here? Yeah, okay. Some donkeys, some horses. Very cool. This one's got 10 hearts, medium speed, and a jump of 2. Okay, Snaps wants that. and this one is not for sale. But look at this. Look at how this looks. This is really cool looking. I like the upstairs how he has it. This is a lot like my barn, but this is much more intricate and much better done than my barn is. As you'll see, it's a little bit tight quarters up in my area now. Yeah, this is really cool. I like this. I like the way this looks. I like the little hatch over the skylight there. Very cool. And if we walk around here, we come upon, first of all, we've got Captain Tin's house here. And that's this one. I was looking at how he has the glass here, the red glass, as sort of a demarcation here and everything. That I like how that looked. That was the thing that caught my eye first. I have no idea what this is. Oh yeah, this is some kind of farm or horse breeding farm down there. I hear a skeleton walking around. He better not be causing any grief here. I won't stand for any grief here. Not with all these beautiful buildings. So that one, and then here is, and what is it? This is still, okay, this is Nether Street, all right. And at the corner of Nether Street and Birch Avenue here, we've got the dormitory that Sir Fappy built. You should go check out his video and see how he rolls with this, or as I'm calling it, the nubatory. I left a little sign there just in case, just so he knows that I've been through here. But you can see it's quite nice looking. It's a little bit airy, but but it's got a really cool feel to it. It definitely has that dormitory feel. And throughout here, there's these vacant rooms, and I decided to leave a little care package for the newbies if they ever do come in here. And we've got some stone tools just to get them started, a little bit of seeds, few baked potatoes, again, just to get them started. And of course, no hotel room is complete without a Bible, or in this case, a holy Batman, which we'll take a gander at it real quick here. I gotta remember not to leave my diamond axe there. I was on a stream and I thought, this would be kind of cool. This gives it a little bit of a authenticity to it. So let's see here. We got just our 10 commandments of the server here. Number 1, thou shalt not pretend to be Batman. There is only one Batman, and thou art not it. Number 2, thou shalt not steal from thy neighboring Minecrafters. I did spell it right. Yeah, okay, good. It's too late now to change it. Number 3, thou shalt not grief. Number 4, thou shalt not replant what thy taketh. Thou shalt, I should say, replant what thy taketh from thy community plots. Number 5, thou shalt not kill unless agreed upon by the killee. That's our little PvP rule. Number 6, thou shalt participate in thy server's Reddit. Ooh, there's a little plug. Am I doing it right? Number 7, thou shalt not take matters into thy own hands, seeketh an admin. Number 8, thou shalt promote community synergy and fun. Number 9, thou shalt have fun thyself. That is always important. You must have fun as your community members must also have fun. And number 10, a little bit of a stretch here, but thou shalt give Merry Leak Death all thy diamonds. Just make me not be such a poor man on this server, and I will take my diamond sword back. Thank you very kindly. And I've left that care package in all of these rooms. I'm so glad that this version of Minecraft allows you to copy books. I only had to type it once, and then from there on out, I was good to go. You can see our nether hub is starting to shape up. Our overworld nether hub is starting to shape up here. We've got, I was looking at it earlier before, and it turns out that these portals do link up. This links up to the one over there, and then when I come back through that one. So that is cool. I wasn't sure where they led in the nether, but apparently they are close enough together that they lead to the same spot. This right here, I don't know what this is. I don't know if this is going to be some kind of subway system or whatnot, but all I know is I went down there on the live stream and it just goes all the way down to bedrock, and then I didn't go all the way down. I just went down to the ravine under there and I turned around because I figured it's not completed, whatever it is. And we shall come over here. I have not done any work yet, any of the finishing touches yet on the flying squid. It's has not changed at all since we last looked at it. As far as I know, no one else has changed it, so there you go. I still need to do a lighting situation in there, and then we need to actually brew our house specialties. Oop, oop, oop. Okay, there's the frames. All right, very good. What is this? Lamps is buying andesite and we'll pay you for it. Make a book because I'm lazy and didn't provide one. Name your price for your andesite and I will contact you. Unfortunately, I'm using my andesite. And I only have about 20 left and I think I'm going to use them. So that is where we stand with that. So I wanted to do that little tour. And actually, before we go over here, since I am the only one on the server, I keep resetting the time so that the rain stops being such a nuisance around here. I swear it rains more than it does on the Minecraft server. But here we go. We have this going here. Now, a couple things I want to get done. Well, I want to get one thing done this episode, or at least continue working on one thing this episode, and then also want to catch you up on some of the things I've been doing off camera. So let's get a refresh job here. So we will come over to the library here if it ever decides to load. Very, very slowly. There we go. And you see, I've been busy somewhat. I made some additions to it. And what I decided to do, first of all, I've got the another couple layers of andesite. I went out and gathered some out in the vast reaches of this world, which is also where I got my 5th death. a little bit of a drowning death. I'm going for the cycle. I had what was my first death? My first death was a burning to death in lava in the nether, and then I think the second one was getting my face ripped off by a zombie because my game crashed, and then I did a vintage beef off the silo, which by the way is now complete. Well, almost complete. There's one more thing to do with it, and then drowned, and also there was another one in there too, but I don't remember what it is right now. So let us come up here, and you see that I've decided to make the upper layers of this stone bricks. I wanted to sort of set off the bottom from the top here, and I'm also thinking of bringing this out another block as well. So it's up and over one right now. I think I'm going to have it come up and over one more, and then have that go all the way up to the top, and then put a dome on it, a glass dome. Excuse me, a stained glass dome at that. And this so far is all I've got. Unfortunately, not much to look at, I know, but it's I had to do quite a bit to gather all this andesite. I had to go way out in the vast reaches and cause all kinds of server lag in so doing. So there you go. There is that. That catches you up on the library. I wasn't going to work on the library this episode because I want to work on the farm, but we will work on the library in an upcoming episode. So we'll get over here. You'll see already off in the periphery of my vision, things have changed a bit. And we'll come up here and we'll look at the silo. Yes, the silo is the roof is complete finally, and you probably saw it in my sped up section in the beginning of this episode that I finally run around and completed the roof. And what I want to do is I have a few more things. First of all, there is now some ice here and a nice long fall hole here. So I noticed. I assume that they were expecting that I'd put a torch right here and make it have it melt, and then I'd fall down to my death there. So I've gone around and I've replanted some of the wheat here. There are a few sections of wheat that aren't growing. I think it's just too dark. I have to put some more torches around. And you see there's even a few here that haven't quite grown yet. But we're going to try this. We're going to do a flush of the system here and see what kind of yield we can get from it. Because right now you see I've emptied out the chest. So I want to see what kind of what I've got so far just based on the you can see it getting darker and darker as it comes down. Just based upon most of these having grown. So we'll give it a few moments here, and here it comes. Yes, very good. All right, I'm going to cut away for a moment and give this a few minutes to flush the system out, and then we will see what kind of yield we got out of it. All right, it's the moment of truth. I've turned the system off. It seems to be flushed all the way through. I've let it sit for a few moments, and I just broke out this block just to look in the hopper to see if anything was still in there, and it was empty. So I have not looked in the chest yet. This will be my first time. Let's see what we've got. Well, that's not that bad, I guess. We got a stack of wheat and plus 14, and we got 2 stacks of seeds plus 24. That's a pretty good yield, I would say, considering that some of them hadn't fully grown yet. So hopefully there aren't any. I don't believe there's any getting caught up along the way. I'd be very surprised if there was, because I've tested this a few times in a creative world, and it seemed to flush the system quite nicely. What I do need here is probably another torch, but I don't have any on me, as you can see. But here's what the inside of the silo looks like up at the top, and it looks like everything got flushed out as I would hope. So that is a thing. Let's head back down. Very good. Almost didn't do that right. Came very close. So there we go. That is a working contraption. My first working redstone contraption on the server. And you see in the barn, the only change I've made is that I've now put the fences down. So I will have horses and whatnot and donkeys throughout here once I lead them over, which I will do at some other point, not right now. And this is the point where I am. This is what has made me ridiculously happy, right here. I hear a zombie like right here. He must be under the ground there. Yeah, this is what has made me ridiculously happy right here. This house. So after the last episode, I kind of looked at it again on the live stream and whatnot, and I didn't like how top heavy it seemed. Like it seemed like there was too much house on this top layer here. Let's go and shed some light on this situation while we can. Run over here. We will sleep with the chickens and all the various farm animals. Good. And so let's take another peek at. Oh, that is not the door. This is the door. Good. Now, you'll just have to ignore that dirt. That was just me going around and getting the roof on it. But actually, I probably should just stand back here and look at it because it is so tall that you can't really walk up on it. So as I was saying, the second floor seemed a little bit too too far out from the rest of the house. And what I really wanted was something more like this. And I'm really shocked and surprised that it turned out as well as it did. As I was doing it, I kept saying to myself, "Oh, this is probably not working out well. This probably looks terrible." Blah blah blah. It actually came out really nice. It came out like the pictures I had seen, which is you have a second floor. So the second floor is up 4 more blocks than it was, right? It really starts at right below or right at that cobblestone line there. And so it's actually up 5 more blocks, I should say. And then I put stairs leading up so it looks like shingles. And then I had these outcroppings here, which will have windows, you know, three panes of windows up and down there. And just sort of have it look like that. And then I can expand that outward and around here. So on the side, I'll have maybe just one of these outcroppings on each side, right? And then the rest will be just roof around there. And then the back probably won't have anything. It'll probably just be roof, just bare roof. And along those same lines, as I've mentioned, all these are temporary blocks that I'm using. Well, most of them are temporary blocks. I think I might keep the shingles the way they are with the spruce wood. We'll see. Maybe I'll do dark oak. I don't know. I think the spruce looks fine now. And up here, I'm experimenting with the. Oh, hey, Captain Lamp. I am experimenting with the different types of clay here. So, I messaged you on Steam. Cool. I'll take a look after I finish recording. So I think this color is kind of what I would like here. No problem. I actually wanted it to be a little bit more like a greenish color, but I guess this Captain Lamp says hi, Internet. I wish but this color looks okay to me. So I think this will be the color of the outside of the house. This top portion of the house, anyway. For the bottom here, I'm going to go with the white stained clay. I think that looks good as a footer. So far, so good anyway. And I'm going to do that all the way around. So I'm going to need tons and tons of clay. So this will be a long, long running project. Very, very long running project. And I brought the floor up 1 more block. So now it is now empty under here. And of course, this is not the final floor. These are all just me just filling it in to see what it looks like. And of course, I'm going to have to dig all this out at some point. But what I want to do today is try to get these other walls up. I don't know if I'll have enough blocks for it, but we'll see in a little bit here. But I at least want to get the porch roof all the way around and get maybe the beginnings of these walls up so I can see what it looks like all around the outside. This is the first time I've ever done a build like this where I'm doing the outside first and then the inside. Well, yeah, it's the first time I've done it piecemeal like this where I've done just the outside like that. Usually I do like a box and then I start, messing around with things. So I'm hoping to try to get some personality into this first on the outside and then worry about the looks of it, the final looks of it later. So anyway, I'm chatting along here. Let me get cut away here and get some things started. All right, guys, I'm back. It's been about half an hour or so. Still lots and lots and lots of work to do on here, but I've made a few changes. As you can see, I'm testing out a few things like the quartz columns there, which I think I will have go all the way around. And I was really concerned more with the transition up here between the two sides of the house. As you can see, I've got it just sort of wrapping around. Let's get up on the roof so you can see a better view of it. Go here. Very good. And see up here, I've just got basically a continuous turn here on the shingles or the steps, and then we'll be able to do what we need to do on this side, and then of course we'll have the continuous turn out there once we get to the rear of the building. And I have the same thing going on the other side there, and I've sort of put a few punched out a few windows here. I don't know that these will be the exact placement of the windows, but I wanted to at least get a start of it to see what it would look like. So this is what I've done. I made them symmetrical on either side, just, you know, for the sake of argument. And come down here, and I've torn away most of this area. I still have to take a bunch of these trees down, and obviously there's this whole area back here that has to get cleared away. Let's throw a torch right here, just for the sake of argument. And then I have to finish up with the fences around this, and I'm going to need a lot more fences because there's fences underneath this as well, I think. Right now I've been putting them down as regular slabs here, or regular stone blocks, but I think I'm going to dig away this dirt here and have it go all the way around. I'll probably keep these as full blocks, and then just all the way around dig this out one, and then have a fences underneath, probably nether brick fences, give it a little bit of a contrast, and then that will be, you know, the house up on its pilings, if you will, the crawl space underneath. And then we'll have to get to the second floor at some point and get all the glass in up there, and the glass in these doors, and of course the rear of the building, which is probably the thing I'm going to work on first, just to try to get, you know, all this cleared out and, you know, get it looking fairly decent, so I can get a good idea of where it's going to be. And of course, this floor here, this is not where the second floor is going to be. The second floor is going to be up there where that cobblestone is. So that gives me an opportunity. First of all, these will be nice big roof on the first floor here, but it also gives me an opportunity to maybe have some skylights and whatnot in the entranceway here. And of course, we got our pillars, and I have plenty more quartz where that came from. So I'm going to have pillars all the way around wherever they make the most sense to hold the structure up. And of course, we'll work some more on the sides as well, and where that will overhang. But I think that will do it for the building section of this episode. There's one more thing I want to do, but I have to gather some resources here before we part ways until next week. So let me do that right now, and then I will rejoin you guys in a moment. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to end this episode, but before I do, Mr. Pigglesworth and I are going to break some Minecraft speed records here. I have juiced him up with 1.21 gigawatts of power, and we are going to come here. Nope. He wants to get away. You cannot get away from science, my friend. You cannot get away from science. And we're going to run full speed at the portal. And I want to say thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you at 88 miles per hour.